Hi, I'm Savannah, and this is Sav's Books. I'm sorry for the music in the background. The baseball game, I guess, is a little loud. I have 11 papers due on Thursday, so of course I thought it'd be a grand idea to post or film a April book haul. So I have bought 13 books this month because I have a severe lack of impulse control. Let's start with Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I picked this up strictly because of Kat from Paperback Dreams. I know this has to do with a girl named Frances and a boy named Aled, I think. It has to do with the podcast and like making big life decisions, and that's all I really know, but I'm excited for it. And then I got You Don't Know Me, But I Know You, which is by Rebecca Barr, which is her debut novel. I loved her second one, and so I went ahead and got this one. I think this is about, although I don't know her name, Audrey. Okay, so she finds out that she is pregnant. Her biological mother had her when she was a teen and put her up for adoption, and now she is in the same place and she finds a letter in her closet, I think, from her biological mom. Honestly, why is this my state? Why? Okay. Up next is Our Stories and Our Voices, which is 21 YA authors get real about injustice, empowerment, and growing up female in America. This has a lot of different authors, and I know it ranges from, I think, LGBT. I don't think there's a trans author in this though, but I know that there is Asian, Native, there is a lot of options. I think it also discusses like rape culture and some. I'm super excited for this, especially for Christine Days, because I've been trying to find like more YA or more novels written by Native authors, and so I'm super pumped. When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. I read this a few years ago, I think whenever I was in high school, and I don't think I was as prepared, I think, for the writing. It was beautiful, but I think I caught myself being a little confused sometimes, and so I really want to give this a try again because I really support the author. I know this is about, I think it's Miel and Sam. Sam is a trans boy, and I think Miel is a Latina girl, and it's like magical realism, and I think Miel she can grow roses from her hands and from her arms, so I'm really excited to like go back to this and see how I've grown in my reading since I was a teenager. Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I've heard that this is basically like New Girl but a rom-com. I think Josh and Hazel were friends in college, and then now they're like out of college and they got back in touch with each other, and they set each other up on double dates. So also, most of these I got on Book Outlet for like, I think it was like $30 for 7, around there. Other ones I did buy. And then I bought The Last of August and The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallaro. I have yet to read the first one, but I'm believing in my ability to love them, and so my best friend, Little Socks, Kaylee, so she has the first book, and when she's done with it, she's gonna lend it to me, and I can read the whole series. Also, that's a retelling of like Sherlock Holmes and James Watson, which is Charlotte and Jamie. And then another Anna Marie McLemore book is Wild Beauty. Only thing I know about this is I think it's about like a group of sisters, and I think all this generation is queer, and if they love something too much, the garden like will take them, and then a boy shows up. I'm very excited for it, but I don't super know the premise. And then Queens of Geek by Jen Wild. I picked this up mostly because I know that it has Own Voices autism rep, and I really want to do that for the month of April, but I'm currently on a reading ban because finals and Dead Week are wrecking me. But I know I think it's 2 love stories, and it's like taking place at a convention, and so super pumped. I think there's also a female romance, so yes. And I'm super pumped for this book. So when it came in, I read the author's note and I almost started to cry, so I'm assuming the book is going to be even worse, which is Hold Still by Nina LaCour. So this tells the story of, what are their names? Caitlin and Ingrid. Ingrid dies by suicide and Caitlin is her best friend, and so it's like the after effects of being there, the after effects of what it's like to live in that grief after your friend is passed. And in the author's note, it talks about how Nina, when she was in high school, that there was a boy that she knew that died by suicide, and she used to say that it wasn't her tragedy. And for me, I had 2 friends in high school who passed away, each through different circumstances, and then there was another boy in my grade who did pass away, so there was 3 within my grade that passed away. And it's been something that's always hard to talk about or hard to carry because I felt like I couldn't claim it because I wasn't their best friend, I wasn't their parent, I wasn't their sibling. I didn't know them super well, but as I read the author's note, I felt really validated in knowing that, like, when I walked across graduation stage and I thought of them, like, they should have been there. And it's okay to be holding that tragedy for what it is because they should have been, and that makes us human. Like, there's so many people that are gone and they should have been somewhere. And I'm very excited for this book and what it's gonna mean, and yeah. I have technically I have 2 more coming in the mail because I am a fucking idiot and I keep buying books whenever I'm on a reading ban. It's fine. Next up is If I'm Being Honest by Emily Weberly and Austin Siegemann Broca. I loved their debut novel. Like, I mean, it was like messy and dramatic, but like so was high school, and it felt very funny. It felt very true of like what would be going on then. And so this is like a retelling of Taming of the Shrew. But also, let me read this dedication because yes, to the shrews who won't be tamed. So this is the story of Cameron, who everyone knows that she's beautiful, she's blunt, and she's known as being a bitch. And so she starts to have feelings for this boy named Andrew, but he also believes everything that everyone says about her also. And so she decides to enlist help to tame the shrew, to change who she is. But I'm pretty sure if this is Emily and Austin, girl ain't changing. I mean, she'll have personal growth, but like, yes. She will stay who she is and stay true to her bluntness, and if she wants to be a bitch, as long as you're like, not like racist, homophobe, you know what? I think she is going to stay blunt in who she is. So, never change for boy ladies. Or men. Never change for anyone. Unless it's for the better. And then up next is The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. I don't typically just read contemporary nowadays, just because it's what I really love and it's what I write. But I love Christine on Twitter, and I am super pumped for this book, especially for the buy rep. I've only got to really see Violet because I actually already started this one. About what it's about. So it's about 4 teens in Fort Path. So there is this monster called the Grey, and it is like getting stronger, and so they're trying to like use their powers to stop it. I think I just hit like a plot point, so I'm trying to not give away like a super amount, but I like the clips. I love Isaac, I love Violet. Harper, yes. Justin is very much a sad boy, but super pumped. And then the final 2 I do not have. I just got the email that they're shipped and they're gonna be here tomorrow, but by Victoria Lee, which I don't know a lot about. All I really know is that there's like magic stuff happening. I think every single character in the book is queer, so like if you're into that, yes. And then I think a lot of the characters are also Jewish, and I know that Victoria is also Jewish, like its own voices rep. And then the next one is It's Not Like It's a Secret by Maisa Sangora. I think that's her last name. All I really know about the novel is that it is about, all I know is that it has own voices Japanese rep, and that it is a female-female romance. So that's all I really have so far. As you can tell, I've bought a lot of books. My wallet is very disappointed in me, but Yikes. Thank you so much for coming back to Sav's Books, and I hope you all guys have a great week, and I hope we all survive finals week. Bye.